when you're all ready, do that thing that you do at the beginning of combat. That thing that you roll.
Can we get the map ourselves? Because I do not see
Oh,
maps.
yeah, I should probably share the map with you. I'm so good at this.
You're wonderful.
We've only been doing this for a year.
It's only been a year.
Is anyone using the +2 on initiative? Or are we gonna?
There is a +2 in chat. So who wants to roll initiative first and get that +2? Other than Calder, you already get advantage.
Yeah, so someone else take that +2.
I don't think we need to use it on initiative here. I think maybe we can hold it for a...
It's usually the next roll, but I'll allow this.
So Stinky also needs a roll?
Yes, and so does Barnabas.
Because I am not on top of Stinky. On top of the froggy.
All right, and let's roll for the NPCs.
I was gonna say, what's with all the letters on the board?
Yes, well, there are people around, and unfortunately, I picked up these tokens at the last minute. I used old Pogs instead of using like actual minis. So yeah, there are people around, right? Most people on the bottom floor, as you come out of the door, most people on the bottom floor of the Yawning Portal have either scattered or at least backed away from the opening. The folks on the second and third floor, on the other hand, are lining the rails.
Of course,
so,
dinner and
favorite thing.
Let's start out. We have a troll up first, which is going to move forward, step over a table.
Oh, no.
And it's going to attack that guard, which is not actually here on guard duty. He is trying to enjoy a nice ale, and instead he's going to get bitten by a giant troll. Maybe. Apparently he will not. He manages to sort of back up very, very panic-like. And in fact, one of the commoners here, I'm just going to skip the commoners' turns for the most part. Commoners are going to be frozen with fear at this time. Stinky is up. What's Stinky up to?
Here, where's my combat tracker? There it is. All right, so Stinky is... that's a good question, because this is like, for one, he can't see anything.
True.
Because we haven't left the room by this, you know.
I'm willing to acknowledge, or I'm willing to say that Stinky knows what you know, being sort of a part of you. You know what troll in the portal means.
I know what troll in the portal means.
I have no problem with Stinky understanding what is happening right now.
Okay, well... let's see here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because that's...
yeah, hold on. Let me go ahead and disable movement really quick.
Yeah, put that so that I can see what I'm doing.
There we go. Go for it.
Okay, because first he has to kind of move here, right?
Yes.
Which is 15. And then, because his total movement is, I believe, 60? Where's Stinky? Combat tracker, are you covering Stinky? No? Jesus. I feel like in order to use this, to use Fantasy Grounds, I really need a huge monitor.
It helps.
Like an absolute beast of a monitor.
So what Stinky sees are...
speed is 40 feet,
not one, but 2 trolls.
Yeah.
One of which is directly south of him and is currently standing on a table or over a table. It has what looks like 3... oh, you recognize... no, you don't recognize these. It has 3 what looks like horrible, like, mosquito bats attached to its body. They look like they're drinking its blood. It's kind of disturbing looking. Secondly, crawling out of the north end of the portal is a much larger, more rotund kind of troll that is markedly different from the towering but rather lanky monstrosity that you see to the south. That wasn't box text. I just came up with that on the fly. Good job, me. Ruined it again.
Good job. Good job, Rob.
So,
Justify our confidence.
Is Stinky gonna move towards, or is he gonna wait?
Stinky has a move speed of. Why did you disappear again? 40?
yes,
I thought.
I think.
Okay, so he moved 15 to get here,
Yes.
right?
At 25.
So he's got 25.
Yes.
So that's moving to here. Is the closest.
Yep.
So
Hey,
I
that's
can use
melee range.
charge.
Absolutely, you
use
can.
charge. So I guess he's gonna bite the venom one because the other guy's kind of out of his range. So I would love to see the bottom of this. Okay, so remind me how I make this charge thing work.
Well,
Do I have to put something on something, or
it doesn't give a bonus to attack, right?
Just a
it does
damage.
not?
Okay,
give a
so
bonus
go
to
ahead and roll the
give
attack
bonus-
first, and then if it becomes necessary, we'll try to remember how it works. We've only done this a million times, but I totally forget how it works.
it's
So we'll see.
For some reason, it's just hard.
It just
like,
slips
it's
out of
the
my
way
brain.
It's set up.
Hey.
22.
Absolutely hits.
Yes. So then that means that I get 1d8 plus 5 piercing damage and then an extra 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
Yes.
So
I think you apply.
I think what I'm going to do, I think what I can do is roll this.
Yep. Nice.
And then roll the bludgeoning damage. No, that did not roll anything.
If you just roll it into the chat, I will apply it.
Yeah, I just
Roll-
wanted to make
okay,
sure
so
it was a bludgeoning.
If
There we
I
go.
did this right, if I know what I'm talking about, that effect that you just rolled onto the troll, which I'm going to delete right now because I don't want it to get bonus damage.
Yeah.
I am 90% sure that goes on Stinky directly
Yeah.
before he deals the damage.
Yeah.
I
I was
think
hoping
that's
that
how
it
it
would
goes.
like roll a die
so
instead
an
of
extra 2.
add an effect, but it did not. So
I should move.
all right, so Stinky, who
Yes,
is in a
closer.
vulnerable position now. because
So
he does
actually,
not
hold
have
on.
any movement.
I need a quick pause. I need to add those 2 damage, but then a thing is going to happen.
Oh, a thing.
Oh,
Is
right.
this
Hey,
thing-
trolls.
Okay, an extra 2. So what happens is, what happens is Stinky's teeth sink into the troll, and immediately he recoils at this horrible, incredibly bitter taste, and a spray of green, like poisonous liquid sprays over Stinky, and the entire like table behind him begins kind of smoking on the floor just a little bit, and Stinky is going to take some damage.
Stinky has never really run into a troll before. Certainly not a venom troll.
It takes 3 points of damage. The extra d6 was still on there for some reason. So if you would be so kind... Oh, actually, I can be so kind. So Stinky doesn't take a ton of damage from this. But it's the worst thing that this frog has ever tasted or imagined in its entire existence. And I think that's its turn, yeah?
It's actually pretty funny because I don't know if you've seen a frog go, but they can't vomit, but they can reverse engineer their stomach.
Ugh. Somehow
Yeah.
works.
So
Heard
the
it turns
stomach
inside
comes
out,
out,
just
inside
deposit-
out.
Just deposits the contents and it
Like
closes.
here's my stomach. You suck.
Calder, it is your turn.
Oh, fun. First things first is step outside.
I'ma say
See,
all the words inside
there's
my
a
head.
troll. And we'll gently back away somewhere close to a door,
Okay,
because I'm not stupid.
that seems reasonable to me.
And then I will twin spell.
Yes. Sorcerers be sorcerin'.
I can't, like, under normal circumstances, I could just cast this as an uptick spell. So, but because they're so far apart, I can't. So I'm going to be using Twin Spell instead.
Yeah, what are you casting?
I'm going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip.
Oh man, this is a new one. I'm opening up the description.
Tasha's Mind Whip is an intelligence save, and these are trolls.
They don't have intelligence.
Okay.
Not great.
Quick description. You psychically lash out at one creature you can see within range. The target must make an intelligence saving throw. This is going to be great. On a failed save, the target takes 3d6 psychic damage, and it can't take a reaction until the end of its next turn. Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets to move, to action, or a bonus action. It only gets one of the three. And on a successful save, they take half damage and don't get the other effect. That is so good. And it fails. And how about the other one? Hey, there's a,
Hey, good for him. Good for him.
Wow.
Min damage.
Wow.
Min damage.
Oof.
That's
All
weird.
right.
That feels strange. I dealt more damage to the one that failed the save than the one that beat it. But the additional effect of you don't get a reaction and don't get to choose one of your actions.
Yeah.
Feels good.
I agree. I think that's a fantastic one.
That's my
Okay.
turn.
Up next, Durnan himself, who is a friendly and should be marked as such, he reaches underneath the bar and pulls out. Let me see if I can remember what exactly weapon he's using. Ah, yes. He pulls out a great sword, like a great sword that is bigger than your average great sword. That is, like, even without detect magic up, clearly magical, and he is gonna jump forward. He's gonna. Now I'm gonna give Durnan a chance to screw up here. I'm gonna give him a quick athletics check to see if he can get over the table. He was like one of the greatest adventurers ever, but he's getting up there in years. Let's see here.
Does he still got it? Does he still got it?
That's an
These are the-
excellent
Yeah.
question. Okay, let's see. Durnan. He doesn't have an athletics, so he's just going to make a strength check straight up. Yeah, he's able to vault over the counter just like it was the old days. He moves forward, and he is going to take not one, not two, not even three, but 4 attacks with that great sword, and I'll make this as fast as possible. First one misses. Maybe he doesn't still got it. Was that a hit? No, that was not a crit. I thought it was. It was cocked almost to 20. Let's do the dice first, and then I'll do the description. Whoops, that's not what I meant. It does hit, though. Okay, so he leaps over the table, or the bar. He rushes forward. His first swing is a little bit off, but after that, he manages 3 very quick cuts at the thigh, the stomach, and the upper chest. Like perfectly horizontal strikes with that great sword of his. Up next is Kreetha.
Kreetha hears Stinky, follows Stinky, so she jumps over the table past Echo
Yes?
and comes out.
I made Durnan make one, so I'm going to make you make one too. Make an athletics or acrobatics check, please. It's a low DC, but you never know.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta get back to Kreetha, not Stinky. There we go. Athletics, you said, right?
Yeah.
You know.
I
what
love giving
she's
folks
best at.
folks a chance to look silly.
Ah, that didn't work. Hold on. There we go.
Excellent. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
I think acrobatics might have been your better choice there. But anyway,
It would have been my better choice, yes.
so yes,
Because that had a -1 and acrobatics has a +3.
you managed to tumble over the table, and Echo, being well versed in tumbling, is able to
Yes.
to manage to sort of lean out of the way so that he's not in your way as you roll over the table and out into the tavern proper. What do you do?
All right. I am going to use, because I still have those 6+1 crossbow bolts. 'Cause
Yes, you
we never
do.
used them. I only used them in that play game where we were fighting the dragon to see if we could, fight the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the troll, the Venom troll.
Yep.
Karitha has also never seen a venom troll before.
Karitha has not seen a troll before, no.
Yes, you have. There was a troll in front of the door where we
Yeah.
were doing the light and shit.
Yeah,
But not a
but-
venom troll.
Not a venom troll. And let's ask, Karitha didn't really get much of a fight with that particular troll. So she's assuming that it's like a really big like a really big like a man and a like a dinosaur had like a weird love child, or like it's a really big orc, I have to treat this as the way it would be with her. She does not know a lot of the stuff that other people might, because of where she's from. Plus, she's a hunter. How the heck is she supposed to fight him? All right, Hunter's Mark.
So you cast Hunter's Mark?
I cast that on
The extra damage you put on yourself just before you deal the attack or the damage.
Okay, so do I put Hunter's Mark on? I just put it on myself afterwards.
Yeah,
Okay.
take the attack
Okay.
first, though.
That's what I was like. I don't do Hunter's Mark enough, I feel like, to really.
It's a really good one, and it's something that should be, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on the Venom Troll.
You absolutely hit it. Your arrow strikes true, but before we go any further, don't draw the damage or don't do the damage yet. As you take your shot, something very strange happens. You feel the urge to drop your crossbow. And you're not sure why, but something instinctively unclenches your hand. The crossbow drops, and a new one forms in your hand.
What?
And in your head, Durgadin's voice says, "You and I will fight this battle, Underill."
Oh my! Oh yes, yes. Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know I could do that. Now let's shoot this thing.
Yes.
You take your shot. It strikes true. Deal your damage, but you get an extra +2 damage because you are currently wielding a +2 crossbow.
Plus, I have +1 bolts.
I don't
and
think.
I've got the Hunter's
Do those
Mark.
stack? I'm gonna let them stack at least this time. I'll look it
The
up later,
weapon-
but I'm gonna allow it this time.
Wouldn't a bolt stack as well as a?
I'm
I
gonna
believe it does.
say yes. So we're just gonna do a
So I put this on,
+3 to whatever you get.
Hold on, I gotta put
Their
this on
magics
myself,
are
not
commute-
Stinky.
Their effects are cumulative, but like the strength of the enchantment is considered increased.
Yeah. Okay. So, and then a plus. Oh, jeez.
The +3 we'll just add in.
We'll just add, because I'm like, I can't do that. Okay. So
Roll that damage.
Not bad.
So 11, so 12, 13 damage.
okay. And
I'm sorry, 14 damage because of the bolt as well.
Yes. Okay. And then I get a second shot, right?
39. Yes, you do.
Okay. So
Also with the +1 bolt.
also with a +1 bolt.
So this will be +3 to hit. Yeah. In addition to whatever you roll. If it misses.
It might be necessary, so with a +3, this thing has even with the +3, that one misses.
That one misses. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm not used to this kind of combat.
I can imagine.
What kind of piddling delicate weapon is a hand crossbow?
Which is the one she's holding like fully metallic.
I think I could
Yes.
throw you acid if it
Yes,
makes you feel
and
better.
even like the string that connects it is more of a steel cable than like a string.
Oh man, that must
one-
make pulling it back real difficult.
It turns out that it's not so difficult.
Not so difficult.
It's
Okay.
almost, it feels like someone else is pulling with you, almost.
Oh, that's really cool.
That said, when your bolt strikes the troll, though it is incapable of taking reactions, the wound again sprays this gout of translucent green liquid crap all over Stinky,
Oh, poor Stinky.
who is going to take a little bit of damage from that.
Everything within 5 feet of this troll takes
Yeah.
damage.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna ask, are any of the commoners right next to it taking this, or just Stinky?
There are
They're
only
just
within
far
5
enough
feet. There are not any
yeah.
commoners within 5 feet, and they're all marked hostile, which I should probably fix.
I mean, I'd be feeling pretty hostile if my, my
Oh,
dinner
that's the
got
wrong
interrupted.
troll. That's why. I was like, where is it? Okay, there we go. So Stinky takes 8 points of poison damage this time around.
That's a lot.
So he's really not feeling so good. Is that your turn? You did a bonus action, you did a move. You have a little bit more move left, I think, if you want. I think you've got like 10 feet of move left.
Yeah, I'm gonna move there
Excellent.
because my goal is to actually get Stinky back and get onto Stinky so that I don't know. I haven't quite figured that out yet.
Totally
At
makes
least
sense to
get
me.
Stinky out of the way because I have plans.
That sounds good to me. It is up to Echo now.
Yeah. Echo's gonna set down the fishbowl he was holding on the table.
Oh, babe.
Then he is going to, as he's rolling off and jumping off the table and taking off, he's going to use a key point and do Step of the Wind to double his, to take a dash as a bonus action.
Okay.
So 10 there.
Go ahead and do the whole move, and I'll approve it at the end. Or can you? You can't.
Well, let's see. I'm trying to see. 'Cause I was trying to get
I'll just approve it.
15, 20, 30. So that's 10, and then he's going to move 15 here.
Yep.
So that he's within distance, and he is going to cast Bless on Kreetha, Alder, and Durnan. Wait, oh shit, no. I don't have Bless prepared, never mind. That
Oh,
would've been-
no.
Actually, I don't die because isn't that my... No, that's not the...
This is literally the first spell you have cast as this character in like months and months. I don't have a problem with you deciding that you had it because it's clear that this was your plan. So
Yeah.
if you wanna have Bless, that's totally fine. Go ahead and apply that.
Yeah.
Who did you say you were applying it to?
I was applying it to Durnan, Calder, and Kreetha. So let me just do that real quick. Yep, okay, I got it up now.
Nice. Look at that.
So I've used 25 of my movement.
Yes.
So the remaining, because Echo's movement is 40. So remaining 15, gonna go, basically where Stinky is, hop over Stinky, then use the bonus action of movement to get around the troll to there, while screaming out to the commoners, "Clear the fucking room!"
Okay, let's do a little bit more description on that because it just looks like you parkoured along the edge of the Yawning Portal.
Totally.
So I kind of
Like
see
maybe-
like this Prince of Persia kind of thing going.
Yeah.
Like Naruto runs a little bit once he gets up on the thing around, handsprings over Stinky, and then cartwheels around the troll to get in between the commoner and the troll.
And the troll like has no idea what the hell's going on, right?
It's-
Because even if you did exit a square, it does not have a reaction.
And it's, my spell is I downloaded calculus into its brain, and it's intelligence 7. It's not happy.
Cue the meme of what's her name looking at calculations. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a little bit of movement left, but I've already used my action and my bonus action. So would I be able to, with just my movement, back up and shove that commoner away, or no?
No, not with just your movement.
All right. Well, then Echo's gonna stick there in front of, between the troll and the commoner.
Makes sense to me. I am hopefully turning all the commoners neutral. And the guard is 100% friendly. There we go. Okay.
Make a persuasion roll at the commoner so that they're not frozen in place anymore.
I'm gonna say you can do that, but it's going to take an action. So you can't do it just now.
Oh, that's right.
That said, there is one person in one of the booths to the north who stands up and is gonna go ahead and... Who did you cast? Did you cast Bless on yourself?
No, it can only target 3 people at this level.
Awesome. So that thing marked A at the north stands up and chants an incantation and is going to go ahead and also cast Bless.
Hey.
So we're going to go ahead and hit Echo. Does Stinky have Bless on already? No?
No.
And Stinky. And it looks like Kreetha doesn't have one just now. Oh, Kreetha does. Okay, hold on.
Kreetha was blessed.
Yes. All good. I'm going to remove that second one because I don't know if it'll end up going twice. And I'm going to go ahead and apply a bless to... It does... Oh, I guess one of the commoner... Oh, the guard back there. That would work.
Nominate bullfrog, milk frog, dumpy frog.
I'm going to go ahead and say that he's going to hit the commoner that's closest to that venom troll. I think that's a good idea. Bless.
If I knew the Latin, I could have done the Latin, but I took Japanese instead.
Okay.
Just several years of playing vampire will inevitably teach you some quantity of Latin.
Oh yeah, it teaches you some, but it did not teach me the Latin word for frog.
The troll only gets one action, so it is going to choose to take its standard action, and it is going to, let's see, it's going to attempt to bite Stinky right back. Like, Stinky jumped up and bit it, and like got a mouthful of horrible poison, and the troll goes, "What?" And just, with that gigantic maw of it, just opens up wider than it should, kind of like a frog's does, and attempts to bite Stinky. It will make contact, so we're gonna deal some damage first. Oof. Is there a save here? I don't think it is. I think it's just a straight up effect. But I'm gonna check really fast.
Are we gonna finally get to have to interact with you resummoning him?
So Stinky gets poisoned.
Oh yeah, the poison. Like, he has the poisoned trait. He has disadvantage on actions until the troll's next turn.
Yeah. So I am applying that. And that's all it can do, right? Because it's still confused, but it definitely knows enough to see frog tasty. So takes a big, like, I'm looking at Stinky's health right now. It's not looking so good. It was a pretty, like, semi-mortal blow, it would look like. If this was a normal animal, this would have probably torn a chunk of it right off.
Yeah.
Commoner is stuck. Up next, there is a guard who's going to go ahead and attack with its spear. He's actually going to hit. That's nice.
Hey, it's fucking guard, man.
The guard does 2
nice.
points of damage with his spear. So he's still like, I'm not even supposed to be here today. And attempts to take a stab with his spear. He's able to kind of sort of make contact, but really he's sort of deferring to Dernan here. Barnabas, first off, looks down at his hand at the battle axe that's no longer there.
Oh yeah, he no longer has 30 then.
Shrugs, pulls his other battle axe, as opposed to his other battle axe, which probably also exists. And he is going to, unfortunately at the moment, all he can really do is dash.
Oh yeah, he don't have that much movement.
No.
And they're too really far away.
He has an action surge.
Oh, that's true, he does. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He is going to breeze past Echo. 5, 10, or, I'm sorry, Kreetha, 15, 20, and then Stinky. 25. He's gonna stand like as this venom troll is still kind of climbing up. Like imagine like it's almost like a swimming pool. It's pushed itself up so that its hips are up, but it's not quite all the way out yet. Barnabas is going to action surge, and he's going to take a couple of attacks, I think. Let's see. So he hits. Now, here's the problem, of course. This being an edged weapon, he hits and he deals some damage.
Thank you, Rob, for continuing Mr. Baldershore's tradition of helping us by causing us physical injury.
Indeed. I'm gonna go ahead and have everybody take some poison damage.
Everyone that's within 5
Everybody?
feet.
Everybody within the 5 feet, anyway. Well, the thing is, trolls take half damage from poison, so he's like, I don't care.
And they regenerate and all that.
Dwarves.
Stinky, however, discorporates.
Melt.
Oh! This may be the first time Stinky has discorporated in front of Greek then. She's not gonna take this well.
Oh, and unfortunately, this poison splash also breaks Echo's concentration, it looks like.
All right.
So the bless effect comes out. I love how, like, the first thing Barnabas does when he gets back together is the same thing all of you do at one point or another, which is, what's a little friendly fire between friends?
Oh man, I'm gonna friendly fire right back.
So he's gonna see what just happened, and he's gonna see what just happened to Stinky. And difference between dying and discorporating, like, he knows what it looks like when a familiar or a spiritual companion dissolves. However, Barnabas will look at the venom troll and look down at where Stinky used to be, and he'll say, "How dare you do this?" And the venom troll will look at him, and he'll say, This is a place that is under my defense. This is," and he will kick out with his foot, "Waterdeep!"
I'm gonna make a shove attack.
And he's gonna make a shove attack,
Gonna make a shove attack.
which is gonna be his strength against its strength.
Yes.
He rolls a 23.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Now let's not count chickens. Let's let the troll roll.
And it gets a 22! Amazing! He just barely manages to kick out with his foot into the center of its chest, right? This thing is only about halfway up. It flies back.
5 feet.
And
5 feet.
Yeah.
That's away from the edge.
And it, being a large creature, does manage to land itself with one claw.
Point of order.
Go ahead.
It does not have a reaction.
It doesn't have a reaction. It falls straight up, just absolutely 100% correct. So between Calder's Mind Whip and the Sparta Kick, the Venom Troll flies out into the Yawning Portal and is swallowed in its depths.
It's probably fine. It's gonna have it'll be fine after its long fall, but it will be fine.
We've got a troll here, who doesn't like being cut up. It's gonna gain some. It's gonna gain some health though. Hold on.
Hello, baby girl. Is it 10 o'clock and Daddy went to bed?
Okay, so on its turn, the troll sort of rears up over Durnan. The 3 cuts along its body begin to close, and Durnan says something along the lines of, "Douse it with fire, grab a lamp!" And the troll is going to take an attack with its claw. And it will hit. But of course, at the moment, there we go. I had a little bit of lag there. And it is a very significant hit. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and say that with almost max damage, Durnan actually gets flung back against the bar, and kind of, as he vaulted over and charged this thing, it basically pushes him back over the bar, and he tumbles back into the space that he was in before he began this combat. So it not only deals a large chunk of damage to him, but essentially it flings him back up over the bar. And up next is
Commoner.
not Stinky. F in chat. Calder, it is your turn.
Attention now squarely on the last troll. You know what? It's an oldie but a goodie. I'm tempted to use Frostbite or Fireball at it, and I don't want to kill the guard.
There is a guard right there. However, there are places you could drop a Fireball that would only destroy a bunch of property.
And frankly, I like Durnan, so I'm going to. You know what? Today is a day for new things. I'm going to spend 3 meta magic points.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to invoke the Hound of Ill Omen.
The Hound of Ill Omen. Oh, do we even have stats for that?
It's a dire wolf.
Excellent.
So just literally drop a dire wolf. It's medium sized, so it has to be resized. But just drop a dire wolf in between the troll and where Durnan was.
You've got it. I'm also dropping it into. Does it act on your initiative?
It acts immediately following my initiative.
Excellent. The dire wolf is just a D on this particular one, which is annoying, but that's fine.
Its target is the troll.
Excellent.
The troll, while it is being targeted by this, cannot hide, it will chase it unerringly, even passing through solid objects to get there. I can see it, and I am immune to all attempts for it to conceal itself, and it has disadvantage on all saving throws against my spells.
Amazing. And it gets to attack immediately, yeah?
And it gets to attack immediately on its turn, but that's not yet. But my turn isn't done yet.
Okay, it's up to you. What do you got?
I'm gonna throw. And now I'm going to hurl Frostbite at the troll, but I am going to spend 1 more meta magic point, leaving me with 1 for the day, to change the elemental damage of Frostbite from ice to fire.
God help you if you end up in a second combat today.
It fails.
It fails its save, so yes, it spontaneously catches fire.
It will take 4 damage, has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
And more than that, it catches a blaze. And the damage, I don't need to describe this really, but the damage that is being done by the burns is not so quickly healing. Direwolf, I will go ahead and make that bite attack. It will miss with its bite attack, unfortunately.
I don't know. It's probably wise.
No. It has pack tactics.
And
there is a guard next to it.
It does have advantage because of pack tactics.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Let's take that attack again. It still misses. Unfortunate, but you can't have everything all the time.
Can't have everything all the time, but
Durnan stands up.
Sees giant shadow dog brought from the depths of the shadow plane.
Yeah, sees a big, fuck all demon dog. Sees a troll that is partially on fire, smiles, and hurls his sword in an overhand, like tomahawk throw. Gets a natural 20.
Nice.
Not in his bar.
Deals 14 points of damage, and I'm gonna say with that, knocks the troll prone. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that effect.
And it is knocked over.
For some reason, I can't seem to find it. Oh, there it is. So, Yeah, he doesn't like charge back into the fray. He throws his sword, knocks the thing head over heels. And up next is Kreetha.
But it's prone now.
Kreetha is very angry. Kreetha is going to... Kreetha is going to cast Zephyr Strike on herself. And
So she begins to move like the wind.
And also once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn. That attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit. Whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of that turn. So
Just gonna run up to this troll.
Oh god, yeah, she's gonna run and basically crossbow bolt him straight in the head is her plan. Screaming, by the way, the whole way.
Durgadin is screaming along with you.
Yeah, so charging at him.
You're gonna shoot it from right up front. Excellent.
Yep, pretty much.
You do
I'm
have
coming up to
crossbow
shoot
expert,
him right
right?
in the head. Huh?
You do have crossbow expert, right?
I do.
Excellent.
That
yes.
is what I have.
Absolutely. You take the +2 here because we forgot to use it that M mentioned to us. So you take the +2 here. Hit that +2 button before you roll.
Yep. I'm just trying to
And you're gonna get an extra +3 on top of this if you somehow miss.
Okay, so
With advantage.
And because of crossbow mastery, you ignore the reload feature of the crossbow.
just a sec, I gotta get right here and make it so that I can
Wait, is it
troll.
a straight roll because it's prone?
There
I'm
was
glad I had.
I'm pretty sure Zephyr Strike it will be a straight roll because it will be
Wait,
why
the
is
prone
it
will cancel out the.
disadvantage?
you are at no, you should not be at
You're attacking a prone creature with
right.
a ranged attack.
But
It should be a straight roll.
Yeah, it should be a straight roll. The advantage from Zephyr Strike should cancel it out.
yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and I can't tell which one of those came first.
I couldn't
So-
tell you either.
So what I'm gonna do, go ahead and hit the advantage button and roll one more time. It should cancel out and give you just the one. Because
Okay.
you're right, you should have had advantage on that attack.
Yeah.
Well, it says it dropped 9. It says yeah. So it was either
It dropped to 19, but I have no way of knowing which one
either
came
a drop or a
first.
19 or a 1. Yeah.
Not really.
Wow.
Not really.
I gave the chance. I gave the chance. But you get a second attack.
I do get a second attack.
But this one is at disadvantage.
This one is a disadvantage though.
Unless you want to have that crossbow turn into
Although,
something
no.
that's
Kistrel just gave us advantageous. You get to roll straight. So go ahead and hit the advantage button. Do it one more time.
We're gonna have a nice long chat with Kreetha, the nature of the virtue of stabbing things.
Misses again.
Wait, is that
So
still a miss with the
she's
plus
too
3?
mad. She's too angry, right? She's seeing red right now.
Is that still a miss with the +3?
Hold
I
on.
can't see
Yes,
his
it
head
is.
for the fire.
Yes, it
I
is.
guess.
The armor class is. Hold on, actually, I want to make sure that this is the same armor class as the other one.
He's like 15.
The armor
No,
class
it's
is
supposed
15.
to be really cool.
And it in Kreetha's mind, it was going to be the most amazing thing ever. But she runs forward. She tries to shoot from right up close. Gets a
a
big
ball of
old
fire,
smell of that troll's breath. And just like her eyes water and she starts to see double and just can't quite pierce the hide. Up next is Echo.
So Echo is going to first, brush off the venom gunk, turn to Barnabas and say, thanks. And he's going to, once again, step of the wind. And he is going to, what, is there a table on the other side of the room that has a lamp on it that's lit?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. So on his way over, Echo is going to snatch one of those lit lamps. Let's see if he goes, he's got 80 total movement, so he can get there.
15.
Yeah. Monks are highly underrated, in my opinion.
Yes.
And no, Lionar, a burning troll smells like the worst, greasiest burning hair. And that's the nicest smell that you're smelling.
And Echo is, if you'll allow me to do it, just gonna take the lit oil lamp in his hand and just open palm smash it on the dude as he does unarmed strikes.
Absolutely. I will give you an extra D6 on your first attack of fire damage if it hits.
Yeah, call it an improvised weapon.
No, I'd rather it be an unarmed strike.
Right, because you get advantage because
also taking fire damage from doing this.
Fair enough. Yes, I think that's a good compromise there. Take the attack. It should automatically give you advantage. Yes, it does.
And I'm still blessed.
Fantastic. A 27 absolutely pummels it. Roll your damage. Now roll a d6 for fire damage for both of you. 1 point of fire damage to each of you. But it's enough to keep it from regenerating, although it was kind of already smoldering.
Yeah, and then, I'm a level 5 monk, so here's the second attack.
Nice.
With the other hand.
That hits. For 7 damage.
Yeah. That's Echo's just sitting right there. I don't know, does he still have burning oil on one hand and he's just like keeping up? Because that'd be cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Echo has hand wraps, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna say that the right hand wrap is currently actively on fire. And we're gonna move on to... We're gonna skip NPCs. It's Barnabas's turn. He's not gonna be able to make it. The troll's gonna get an attack. The troll is surrounded and unable to escape even if it wanted to. So it's going to, I think, turn around and attack Echo. It gets disadvantage. What's the effect of the dog again?
It can't escape, and it will be tracked unerringly until it or the wolf is dead.
And it has disadvantage because of the flame bite.
Against Calder's stuff.
Is disadvantage against saves against my stuff? It has disadvantage on attacks because it is prone.
It will miss horribly. At this point, it is Calder's turn. Calder, let's go ahead and describe to me how you finish this thing off. It has no chance of survive. Make your time.
Yeah. If that's the case, if I'm getting carte blanche to murder this thing, Calder will also just sort of stride up as his teammates are dogpiling on it. Well, as a bonus action,
what is with everybody getting into melee range today?
Conjure a shadow blade and just stab it into its head, which does psychic damage.
What does that look like?
It looks initially like a very intricate. I've always described Calder's spells as being very intricate weaves of shadow in the middle of the air. This one almost looks like an extrapolation of the shield, but instead of just stopping at being a disc, a point elongates out of the center of the circle, turning into a very fine triangular edge. And a similar point, but much shorter, appears off the bottom. And then he just plucks it out of the air, and it's just that he's holding a glowing fractal. But it looks like it almost looks like it's glowing, but it's actually, if you pay close attention, it's just eating all of the shadow near it.
Nice.
And then he whirls it into. He just then flips it into a reverse grip and just plunges it into the thing's head as its brain is just devoured by the infinite darkness. And it
falls, breaking the table that it was kind of sort of half standing on as it does so. And the flames that were, again, already beginning to build on it, consume it. As Lionar mentioned in the chat a little while ago, it is one of the most pungent smells you've ever smelled. And you're not sure you can quite place it, but it gives you very bad sensory memories. Burning
like I had
troll
any positive sensory memories of a troll.
Is one of the worst smells that you can have. So it dies. And Durnan, again, this time walks around the bar
Does the puppy dog vanish now that your foe is vanquished?
It will look up, and Calder will pet it on the head, and then it will just discorporate into shadow.
Excellent. Durnan will...
Meanwhile, Kretha just bursts into tears.
But Calder does have a moment of good.
Yeah.
Just bursts into tears.
Durnan will approach, and he will retrieve his greatsword from the burning husk, replace it on a scabbard in his back, look up at you, look up specifically at Calder, and then Kretha, and then Echo, and the guard next to him, and he says, "Well fought." And the upper decks, the second and third floor, erupt into applause. Just like, wow, amazing, like, coins start raining from the sky. It's kind of a problem. And the entire tavern gives you a standing ovation and then sort of disperses back, and most of the people who are up there begin having excited conversations with each other.
Oh boy,
Echo
celebrity.
will real quick go over to the portal, stick his still flaming hand out over it, and just double check that those were the only two that were coming up.
You do not see anything else within the range of even Calder's dark vision.
And then he will put out the hand that is on fire.